How do you smash like
Two fingers?
That's the stupidest fucking thing.
Two
All
fingers.
three.
you gotta?
I think they just do it to make it more interesting so they don't hear the same shit. But it's
So I do just want to say to everybody out there, be sure to hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube.
Make sure to tweet at us.
Yeah, no. So this is
Share
Team of
with your
Annihilation. Thanks everybody. Be sure to share us with your friends. We don't pay to advertise because we're poor.
And promotion on Twitter is expensive.
Did you die in WoW, Devin?
No, I'm doing good.
No, that was just the funniest face. You're like, fuck.
Oh, I don't have my glasses on because of the glare from the lights, and so I can't read unless I go like that.
You were so old.
I was looking at the stats on an axe. I was like, "Oh, that's good. I like that."
Oh my god. Okay, so this is Tomb of Annihilation. DadBodDnd presents. Let's get started. We already did the intro, so if you haven't yet, follow us on Twitter at @DN_Dad. Follow us on Twitch at it's still at Billy's Ed. I think I'm gonna change that here pretty soon. YouTube is DadBodDnd. I think we're ready. Who wants to do the recap?
Yeah.
Binks. I'm just kidding. He wasn't here. It's funny.
I wasn't here. That's not funny.
Vinny, actually.
I can do it.
I can do it. That's so good.
So, last week we were halfway up the mountain to Kir Sabal, the city of the Aarakocra, which is literally hanging on the side of a mountain from some wooden planks and shit. So we finished our perilous climb. We made it into the city, and we found a warm welcome for the first time in for fucking ever. Maybe the whole time we've been in this game, we found a nice place to stay for a while. So we found a place to sleep for the night. Somebody opened, I can't remember her name. She opened her home to us.
Ren.
And
Yeah,
Ren. She opened her home to us, and we found a nice place to sleep and some breakfast in the morning. They asked us to kind of earn our stay and do some work for them. And unlike Camp Righteous, they wanted actual honest labor.
It was Camp Vengeance.
Camp Vengeance. So we fixed some bridges for him. Binksy did some gardening since he loves his druid crafting so much.
He did some
And he has... There's love blossoming on the Tomb of Annihilation.
You don't know that.
Oh, I think it's
She asked me to be a prince, right? It was pretty blatant when I was listening to the playback.
She's like, I'm gonna need a king. I'm gonna need a king.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Hey, bend over there, Binks. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I'm shipping it. You're all welcome to ship it as well.
I'm shipping Vinny and Azaka personally.
Speaking of, Vinny and Azaka had a party, and they had a nice positive interaction. And we're not shipping that because that's not going to happen. But I believe that's where we left off. We did learn a little bit about it's the Monica and Chandler tomb, whatever. Now I am going to need some help remembering this. We learned about the city where Muaxanare has been cast out of. Was it Umbare?
Omo.
Omu.
And that is the so Artis Cimber was in Kir Sabal.
Oh yeah.
And he has been rumored to be going to Omo.
And he was a harper, right?
Yeah, I think he was the very first lead you guys got in Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah. And he is going to Omu, or is there, or on his way somewhere?
He was at Kir Sabal about 2 weeks ago. And they said he is on his way to Omo. And where we'll pick up, you guys had party throughout the night. and you went back to Rin's for a nice place to stay for the night after the party, and sun has risen. It's another day in paradise.
Thanks, Phil Collins.
And Devin, Vinny,
Yes.
you have a package waiting for you.
I do have a package.
On Rin's table. It's a nice bundled package full of. It's in this nice cloth, and it says Vinny on it.
Boys, it's winter solstice morning. I'm so excited. I will open my package.
Just sit out here in front of everybody. I see. Okay.
And I will tell you all what is in there. Is that in Tomb of Annihilation chat?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a couple packages. There's like 3 or 4 packages. Inside of my package is 4 bear traps, 10 feet of wire, a shit ton of caltrops. How much is a shit ton? Like, is that an official weight?
I would say you got like 50.
50 caltrops, a shovel, 3 yards of cheap fabric, a tinderbox, 6 empty glass bottles, 1 jug of oil, 1 set of expensive clothes, and 1 set of nice clothes.
Why don't you describe what your clothes look like?
So I think the inexpensive clothes is just a linen shirt and some like canvas pants.
Linen pants, just all white, just
Backstreet Boy in it. No, just travel clothes. So my clothes, I've been in the jungle for, I think we had said, the last 6 months and had not been back. So my clothes are sweat stained. They're bloody, covered in puke and whatever those bugs were that we squished all over us. So I picked up some new clothes for everyday wear. And I did pick up some nicer clothes. So I was thinking that this would be more of like a white button-down shirt with like a vest, and like a nicer pair of pants. We've now had 2 opportunities to have a sit-down dinner with people, and I think Vinny's starting to have an idea of maybe taking a little bit better care of himself, and so he wanted a nice set of clothes to trade into if we're going to be meeting more kings and princesses and shit. But the other stuff in my package, that's all for our friend Leone.
That's all for Azaka.
Yeah. Little bedroom play.
Yeah. Big black dildos, some lubrication. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Starting to figure out where those downvotes might come from.
And just for everybody watching, the party is now level 6.
Most of us.
Yeah.
Most of us.
I'm working on finishing my levels.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Step up your game, son.
What do you guys want to do?
So it's the next morning.
Yes.
Well, I figure I'd tell all the boys. So, listen, I know this place seems like a little slice of heaven after what we've been dealing with, but me and Azaka were talking last night, and it might be a good idea to go take care of our little friend Leone. I was kind of thinking of maybe setting up a nice camp in a clearing where he can't scatter into the trees above us and set some traps for this asshole. That's what I had. That's what I had Ren send for and Choke. A lot of goodies for our friend, and I'll show him in my bag, or with the package I got, all of the fun stuff I got.
Imagine you taking the bear trap going. Arr, 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 arr.
No.
Let's imagine that's what you do.
Are we at a point where we are all no longer exhausted? I know there's a lot of exhaustion going around.
So you guys slept for like 18 hours the first day, 16 or 18, and I took away 2 points of exhaustion. You kind of partied, hung out, and then whoever had 3 points of exhaustion, you should be down to 0. I think that was you at the highest, Chris. Or Leo. So you guys should be at 0. Yes, 0 points of exhaustion.
Okay.
And well rested. You know, you kind of feel like your muscles have loosened up a little bit. You're not stiff. You know, it's like the All-Star break for the baseball teams out there.
I think we should take care of this Oni. I mean, if we're gonna try to catch up to Artist Simber in Omu, I want that to be our goal. If we have this Oni kind of splitting our attention, it's going to be tough. It's going to be make that journey even harder. So I think we should set up for it and take them out on our terms. Question though is, when does Nefer get back? I think we should talk to him, and maybe we can employ some of his Aarakocra brethren to help us out and get some eyes in the sky.
Yeah, that was part of the reason we came here. I do agree with that.
That's a good idea.
And I think if they're kind of suppressing the Oni and keeping him down towards us, we can do what we do a little bit easier. And if we're in a clearing, like you said, Vinny, Nefer wouldn't have a problem kind of seeing where he's going.
Yeah, I mean, we did come here to meet Nefer. So, I'd like to see if he at least check and see if he's maybe come back or made himself known around here again. I mean, we've used a lot of their resources. It wouldn't hurt to see if they could use a little bit more of our help around here, just to repay their service to us. They've been so gracious. Not that I don't want to get back on the road, but it's a nice thing to do at least.
Yeah, I think we need to make that contact with Nefer, but also know that every day we spend here and messing with the Oni, Artist gets further away.
And for all we know, we could be bringing the Oni here, actually.
Think about this too.
I'll walk you to the steps, okay?
It's going to slow us down. Sorry.
That was the best look ever. Sorry.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
So whose house are we in?
You are in Rin's
Rin's
house, who is just an Aarakocran, and it's this one right there.
Okay, is she the one did she help me with gardening?
No. Not that I remember.
Nobody helped you garden.
Okay.
No, but the lady was that. What the hell was her name? Oh, I've got it.
Waxanari.
Here.
She went.
Waxanari.
She went by Nare.
That's it.
Yeah.
She watched you garden.
Okay. Yeah.
And boy, did she watch you garden.
Oh, right.
My elven muscles were rippling in the sun.
Your little boy muscles. Isn't like a 13-year-old elven like 5 to humans?
Yeah, something like that. All right. So, is there signs of food coming our way for breakfast, or is that something we gotta?
Yeah, no. There's a full spread out there with, it's kind of like in Harry Potter when they're eating in the Great Hall and the owls would bring in their packages. It's kind of like there's food everywhere already, and Devin's package came by owl.
Nice.
Aarakocran, but
Yeah. Yeah. So I am like, I've never weeded before. I mean, back in Boulder's Gate, we didn't have much property, so I didn't have to do much yard work. But man, it really, like, my back is sore. I don't know why people would want to do that.
Well, isn't it kind of like meditative? Like, my dad was a farmer, and he always said it was, in between smacking me around, He said it was the only honest work there was on the earth.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of nice to, see the progress that you've made and working through the soil in a orderly manner, but it's not something I want to do every day.
Yeah, weed work is pretty boring.
But
Good if you want to get to planting and actually growing stuff, but
It's nice exercise.
yeah, but I mean everything's good exercise, isn't it? If you're as long as you're actually moving around.
Yeah.
All you're doing is weeding is walking and bending over.
I mean, the more out of shape you are, everything's exercise.
A valid point.
Kind of smack my belly as I say that.
is Rin in the room?
No, she's in the kitchen.
Should we
Well,
ask Rin if Nefer's coming back today, or?
Yeah, I mean let's at least see if she knows.
I think the answer was he just went out on a scouting trip.
Yeah.
But how long was that scouting trip going to be? That's our question to figure out.
A day or two.
So I will go find. I guess I'll get up and start heading over to where Rin is.
If we truly want,
Kitchen.
if we really want to get a move on, try and make some ground on artists, I don't know that we can wait. Look, I've been giving this asshole in the jungle a lot of thought. Like, been really, really racking my brain trying to understand him, right? And I feel like I've got some knowledge on him now, right? He's done this for 2 weeks now. I feel if we got one more shot at him, it'd be done.
Hopefully. And I don't disagree that we should, set up a camp and wait for him or something to attack him, but it's not going to take long to at least find out if Nefer's here. Not saying we have to wait for him, but we can at least see if he's come back.
Right. What I don't want is for us to just decide to hang around for him. If he's not here, then we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah, I think let's see how long it'll be before they expect him back, and we can figure out if we want to wait a lot long if he's not already here.
Yeah.
Do I smell food anywhere? Like you said, she's probably in the kitchen. She making us breakfast like there was
on the table.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry after that. All that work and partying last night, I'm starving.
Azaka's gonna come out of wherever you guys were sleeping. I think it's like a common room. Sit down at the table and be like, "Well, I think Vinny, you're right. We need to just say our goodbyes and get on the road. It would probably be best to say goodbye to Ashara before we leave, and just thank her for the hospitality."
Yes.
Might be a good idea, Binks, if you said your goodbyes to the princess. Don't you think?
Is that something I have to do? I don't know. I've never.
It would be a gracious thing. These people have been very kind to us. We returned it in some labor around here. It would be at least good to say one more thanks before we just dash out.
Listen, man. All I know is you never close the door, right?
Yeah, I get an ICQ. I think I should say goodbye at least. I mean, we made good contact here, and there was, like you said, don't want to close any doors. People who are kind and polite and accepting. I mean, are we wanting to get out now in the morning, or?
Well, I think that would be best if we shoved off right away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I'll go find Nare and Nan and say goodbye. Are you guys saying goodbye to anybody or?
So I want to say goodbye to Rin. And what was the queen name of that? Ashara?
Ashara.
Yeah, Ashara. I want to say goodbye to her, at least. And probably would be good to say our goodbyes to all of us, to say goodbye to Nare, the future queen. I'm saying that a little sarcastically, since she's so young.
Well, I think I've also got to say my goodbyes to you guys. I think our paths are diverging here. I think you guys are on a save the world quest, and I'm on a vengeance quest, and I think I have to head back to Port Nyanzaru and put that to rest. I think with this mask, I have an edge on what I left with, and there's got to be plenty of people that are angry at Kenny Alpha, and I think that's where I'm headed to after we leave here.
Are you going to be okay with that mask on?
Oh, I'm sure there's ways to hide it. It'll help in some places, I'm certain.
I mean, we do have very different quests, so I don't blame you for wanting to get your focus on what your goal was. But it was good having you around at least.
Vinny's gonna crack a smile and say, well, man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, right? Let's not keep him waiting, fellas.
I'm probably going to miss you the most, Vinny. If you get back out of the jungle, I'll make sure to find you, and we'll go out for a beer or something. Hang out some, be roomies. I mean, unless something happens between you and Azaka, but, you know.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Azaka's going to pat you really hard in the back and go, well, it's nice knowing you. I would hate to keep you, keep you from...
Oh, man, I'm going to stay until we're done here, until we get to say goodbye to Ashara. If we're going to wait for that Nefer guy, who I don't know who that is, I'm sure we have to wait around for Waxanare. I'm sure she's not going to, respond to us immediately, so I'm sure we've got a good 2-3 hours together. That's plenty of time. Plus the descent down the mountain,
just think
we're going to get good bonding quality time in there.
Quality
she
time.
takes her finger to her lips. Just think, those are 2-3 hours you could be on the road.
Oh, that's a good idea, but I don't know if...
Are you scared?
I mean, it's one thing to go out into the jungle in search of your vengeance, but it's another to commit to walking back to it.
Okay, you're scared. It's all right.
Well, then, Tyler, you just need our push to just go. Rip the Band-Aid off real quick. Just go.
Sometimes a bird's sometimes a bird's gotta fly. You just gotta shove them out the nest.
Just don't come back as a zombie.
Maybe, who knows? Azaka's gonna leave and head into the kitchen, hug Rin, and they exchange some words, probably too quiet for you guys to hear, and then she walks out.
All right, I guess I'll go talk to Nare and Na and tell them we're heading out, and hopefully we'll see them again.
I will go change into my new traveling clothes, and then afterwards I will go find Ren, and I will say, I wanted to thank you for your hospitality. This is by far one of the best places I've ever been in my life. And thank you.
Oh, you guys are always welcome here.
You did a lot for us. We can't thank you enough.
It's not often we
Taking
get
us in.
outsiders.
Well, hopefully those stairs will serve you guys well, and maybe you'll get some more visitors.
Maybe. Right?
Just make sure they watch that last step at the doozy.
Okay. So you guys heading up to the elders' house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
So it's
Are
kind
we?
of... Go ahead.
Okay, are we saying that we did stop and eat, or are we still?
Yeah, no, you
Did we
guys
not
are
eat?
good. I imagine maybe Vinny grabbed some pocket bacon for the road. And so you guys kind of walk through the town, what's left of it. There's nobody really out yet. It's pretty early. You make it through the temple. There's a few people in there praying, tending to all the incense and the candles. And then you make it to Ashara's house. Doors closed. Nobody is like actively outside of it.
A bad feeling. I'm just gonna
It's
knock
the
on the door.
Oni!
Okay. Takes a minute or two before the door is answered, and it's Ashara, bloodied. No, just kidding. Dead. She's like, oh, Dad.
Had me going.
No, she's kind of still in her PJs. I imagine Eric Hooker kind of are like bananas in pajamas PJs. Blue stripes all the way up. She's like, oh, wow, you guys are early go-getters.
Yeah, we got up early. We feel quite rested thanks to your
You're welcome.
hospitality, and about time for us to head back on our quest. And we wanted to at least say goodbye and thank you for everything.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. You know, when you saved one of ours, we are here to help.
Well, we're certainly happy to have been able to help, and if we cross paths again, and you need anything, we're happy to know that we're here.
Oh, anytime. And she kind of gives you a little bird hug.
Is Nare here? We want to say goodbye to her, especially Binks over here.
Well, I mean, she's probably still sleeping. You know, teenagers.
Don't I?
Oh,
Oh, it's okay. I don't want to wake her. But if you could at least pass my thank you and well wishes to her as well.
I think I should go. Say bye, though.
I can give the bye for you. I think that would be fine.
Okay. Well, it's just it seems weird not doing it face to face, but okay. Tell her I appreciate the conversations that we've had, and I hope that she gets back to Omu safely at some point. And can you give her this? And I'll druid craft.
Hell yeah. I was going to smack you if you didn't do that.
Every time. Just one of the same flower that I put on Jeffrey after he died, after he passed.
You gave him the flower of death?
It's a Boulder's Gate. It's the flower from Boulder's Gate. It's the one we know.
Black rose that
You have 24 hours left. So I'll if you could give her that and tell her it's from Binks, and we hope to see her again.
She'll know what it means.
They fucking.
she's like, oh, sure, yeah, I could do that. Well, thank you, and I'm gonna get ready for the day. I bid you guys farewell and good luck. If you
Thank
ever
you.
need anything, we are here to help you.
Yes, thank you. Before you go, do you know if Never has returned or if he's expected back soon?
Well, he's still out on patrol. I mean, I wouldn't expect him back for probably another week or so.
Okay. Well, could you at least tell him that we were here? We're sorry we missed him too, or if there's somebody better we can give that message to, I want to make sure he gets it.
Well, maybe I can send him out to, in the direction you guys are going when he gets back.
That sounds great. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and you have a great rest of your day, and Hopefully we'll cross paths again.
Thanks now. Bye. And she just kind of closes the door.
GTF.
Bye. She had a I want to speak to your manager haircut. Hey, hey Devin, what level are you?
113.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, we're heading down, right?
It's time.
But where?
Yes.
Where are we going?
It's time to go. All right.
So, did we by chance get a location for Omu?
Yes. So
On the map?
Let
That
me.
was the island that we saw, right?
No, that was
It was
Uptown.
no,
not-
that
it
was not.
an island. Let me transfer you to the giant map that takes forever to load. The heart of Uptown was the floating Earth.
Part of
moat.
Uptown.
So still loading, buffering.
Renault gives plenty of hugs as you guys are departing. Really long, strong hug to Vinny. It's a good 30-seconder.
So Omu,
Wonderful.
I
Thank
don't know
you.
if you guys can see that yet, is down here,
Huh.
and you guys are up here.
Oh, it's really fucking far away.
It's
Yeah.
a good 20 tiles away.
Well, do we know how far this river goes inland? The river outside of Kir Sabal?
Not very much farther.
Okay. I was thinking maybe we could keep following the river. It's kind of a natural trail.
Map is the worst.
So, I mean, we're a few feet up, high up. Can we get like an idea of what the landscape around us looks like?
As soon as the
Yeah,
map
is there like
updates,
an
I can
trail?
let you know.
Yeah, that. And, so, Vinny, you see
That works. I thought perfectly.
you see any openings or clearings down there that might be a good spot to set up an Oni trap?
Yeah, could I do a check to see if I can a perception check to see if I can see anything?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Or would you want a nature check?
I would not want a nature check.
Okay. Are you sure?
You can give me maybe a survival check.
Yeah, I like that a lot better. Dash to 13.
Looking down, you can, and being familiar with the area, you can tell that there is a good clearing. That you wouldn't have to fell too many trees. Maybe 10 smaller, thinner trees.
Yeah, there's. Look over there. I'll point out a spot. Looks like the forest might be, like the overbrush might be a little thin there. Probably a good place for us to go.
Works for me.
Okay.
Just as good as anything.
Let's
So,
say
here's-
we hypothetically take this Oni and are free. Where are we going after that? I mean, personally, we need to make it to Omu,
That's where we're going after.
but do we want to go to the heart of Uptao on our way, kind of Omu via the heart of Uptao, or do we care enough about the deity of Cholt?
Where's the heart of Uptown? Was that open spot in the middle there?
Yes. It's not. It's like it would add like 3 or 4 tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we have to catch up with Audisimba, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been so long at this point. It's our first real lead on a long time.
Well,
Probably prioritize that and see if we can get to Uptown later.
I
It's
mean,
just
if,
a really cool floating island. Every time I see it out there, I just want to.
I mean, if his ultimate
Mm.
destination is Omo, we can meet him in Omo. I mean, I would imagine that's going to take some time once he's there.
I'm assuming that was Azaka talking.
Yeah.
So he's, I mean, if he's going straight there, he's about halfway there, roughly. So yeah, he's got a pretty good lead on us. Did we hear if he was like going to set up shop there, or if he's just?
He's
What were his intentions that we know of?
You know that he is also investigating the same thing you're investigating.
I think we need to meet up with him sooner rather than later. I mean,
I agree.
if we
Yeah.
get on the same page with somebody with the same, maybe he's got some more information that we don't have, and it might be a good idea to just beat feet and get straight there.
Yeah, we're already looking to try and get this Oni out of hiding. That's going to add some time, I'm sure. We should take every opportunity we can to get the Omu faster,
Okay.
more quickly at the very least.
Well, let's set up camp in that opening then, Vinny, and because we're geared up, right? We got traps, we got arrows, we got everything we need.
Oh, I've got a lot of tricks in store for our friend.
Okay.
I've done a lot of thinking about him and his size and stuff. Got a nice little trick in store for him.
We need something. Been kicking our ass. I'm tired of living in fear. So yeah, let's
Think about how much nicer our travels will be once this fucker's dead.
I agree. All right. I assume we were walking and talking as that was going on. Are we getting close to the edge and the stairs down?
Yeah, it's about. So it took you guys about an hour to 2 hours to climb this thing. It takes about 30 minutes to get down, with all the fixes that you guys made while you were here last. So you guys, we'll say you're at the bottom. You heading
Ooh,
straight
man.
for the clearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
think so.
So we're gonna use this map. Just pretend that there's no trays.
There's drawings.
Those are your.
Yes, I know. My name is Simon, and I like to do drawings.
I hate all of you.
What is that from? Totally know it.
From Saturday Night
SNL.
Live.
Saturday Night Live. That was Michael Myers played Simon,
Wow.
the little kid in the bathtub.
So at this point,
Are you looking at my bum, cheeky monkey,
and
dirty bum looker?
do we want to do SNL references all night?
I kind of want to.
Okay.
Anybody do a good Chris Kattan mango? Like, let's go.
Devin's like fucking him out for not. If you're gonna get mad at me for doing, oh, he's back.
What?
Okay, so at this point, as you guys kind of hit the base of this sheer cliff, you know, Renault kind of says his goodbyes. You say your goodbyes, and you are Renault-less. And
Renault.
it takes about an hour. It's a little bit further than you thought from where you were. You get to a clearing, and it's much sparser than the normal jungle the trees are. And do you guys want to start clearing? So it's probably 10 in the morning right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna start knocking over trees.
Oops.
Okay. These are the worst.
I know. I was on the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Hang on, my roll 20s actually froze.
Okay. Yeah, roll 20. Roll 20 is the worst.
Like it
okay.
actually popped up the little sick face on my Chrome. It was like, this page is dead.
So I want you guys to describe what you're doing to prepare here.
I'm gonna go with Vinny's recommendations here. What he wants us to do to help make it. He's the one with most of the tools to set up here.
All right. So, I've got these 6 empty bottles, right? I've got a jug of oil. I want to fill the bottles with the oil and take these 3 yards of cheap fabric, kind of tear them up, and we're going to make some Molotov cocktails that we can throw on this fucker. I have, what did I say, 30 feet of wire, tripwire, that I want to set up around the camp. We've got these 50 caltrips that I want to throw out. We're going to put out the bear traps. And we are going to sit here and we are going to wait for him to come to us. If we have to sit here for a week, if we have to sit here for 2 weeks, that's what we're doing. We're going to make him fight on our terms, or we're going to make him leave us alone. One of the two.
Do we have anything good to light the Molotov cocktails with? Do we have a lighter or anything?
I bought a tinderbox.
Okay. I can at least make the put together the Molotov cocktails.
If you can think of any more traps to make it with some of the stuff in nature, we can do it. We can put down some pits with some punji sticks in the bottom. Put maybe the tripwire at the edge of the pits. Try and knock him into them. I think I've got an idea on how to lure him out too. I'll save that for when we're ready.
Okay. So if you want to take your little markers and put them draw on the map what you're looking at here. Where your tripwire is, where you're putting the stakes, where your...
What are we calling the middle of here?
Bear traps.
What do you guys want to... What do you guys want?
What were you saying? I gotta restart Chrome.
Yeah,
what were you saying?
I guess when you restart Chrome, because roll 20, but I was just asking where on this map we want to consider our camp to be. I'm assuming maybe focused around where we're at, but I want to make sure. Because I'm just going to be in the middle of the camp, wherever that is. I'm getting, though. Be in the middle of the camp, sitting down, ripping up the fabric, taking some of the alcohol from the jug and putting it into some of the bottles and getting it all prepped up.
So you can use that as the center of your camp.
Works for me. I'm sitting around the fire a little bit further away. I don't want to be too close to fire with this shit.
All right, and Devin, when you're ready, go ahead and mark on that thing.
Yep.
Stuff over here.
I'm pulling it up right now. God damn. Something just bogged down my computer like a bitch. Puppies.
Beautiful weather out here today, huh?
Bob, are you talking? Yeah. Sorry, my Roll20 is completely frozen.
So what is going to be the bait? I
Us?
mean, we're in the middle of this clearing. Are we all staying together? Do we want one person out there with the rest of us hiding? This
All right.
creature's not dumb. It's
I mean, it's been fucking around with just us. I don't know if there is any particular bait.
okay.
I don't know.
All
We
right.
don't really have any particularly weak characters around us for him to want to take, like he's done before.
So I'm thinking we spread. Oh shit. This is going to be a thrilling episode. Thinking the 50 cal trips we put right around the fire. There.
Okay.
We have 4 bear traps. And these are 5-foot squares, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I would assume a bear trap's gonna occupy 1 square.
1 square. Yeah. Shit. Okay.
Okay.
There. And then we've got a shovel. And this is the last kind of thing I was thinking.
And where's your tripwire? You haven't put that out yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Shit. I'm not the best at this. Nope,
fine.
that's not where.
As best as like as quickly as best as you can.
I know. Okay, so the tripwire is going to be around the 3 pink boxes.
Okay.
The bear traps are going to be in the orange boxes.
Okay.
Caltrops are in red.
Yep.
And the last one that I was going to do was cordon of arrows. Here, 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 and here.
Okay.
And then we've got the Molotov cocktails that we can have one person be in charge of throwing.
Caltrops are just like spikes or something, like, right?
Yeah, spike balls, basically.
Okay.
So I'm going to call in the party close. And I'll be like, I'm going to say, so I've been doing a lot of thinking about this thing. I have a really good feeling that this thing is a giant, right? Like, some kind of giant. I speak giant. I spent a lot of time with a tribe of giants back on the regular world, I guess. Faerun. So I'm thinking, if I try and shit talk him in his own language, I'm thinking he might take the bait.
Get him aggravated a little bit. Get him.
Maybe a little bit. You know, giants, he seems a little bit smarter than most of the giants I've known, but I do know that they're prideful creatures. And they don't normally take shit talking well.
Yeah, it's more than I got. I think it's gonna be a shot. It's worth a shot.
I'm ready.
I got some ensnaring arrows. I mean, they're gonna. If I can get one in them, hopefully it'll help keep him tethered to the ground and closer for us to mess with him, and he can't as quickly get away. That's kind of my goal. That's gonna be my plan. I can do that. Go ahead.
So if he goes invisible, we throw one of the Molotov cocktails in his direction.
Okay, and light him up that way.
Hopefully. Because I have a feeling if we can get him not thinking about the spell, it might just kind of fade away.
Yeah.
So the other thing, we need to think really hard about what he smelled like. So part of my level 6 now is I have advantage or favorite for favorite enemy of I took favorite enemy of giant. part of it is that I have advantage on intelligence checks to remember information about giants. So I'm wondering if I can think really hard if I can't remember maybe what he smells like.
Yeah, you should be able to. Give me a straight intelligence check with
Okay.
advantage.
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay. So with a 10, you have a thought in your head of what he smells like. But you feel like you can't pinpoint it exactly. But you have a good idea. You would be able to smell him. Like, it's almost like rotting flesh to an extent.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay that to the party. Like, he has a smell like a carcass that's been sitting for too long. Like I think he eats stuff raw, right? And so I think he's always got like shit on his hands from whatever he's been eating or cutting up or whatever. But when he goes invisible, like, keep your eyes open, keep your nose open, and keep your ears open. Because just because we can't see him doesn't mean there aren't clues about where he's at, right? Watch for leaves moving. Listen for twigs snapping. Smell if he gets close to you.
I'll keep my nose open. I've got divine sense, which will help if he does go invisible. Got branding smite. That's a spell that I learned a long time ago. That will help keep him from going invisible for at least a little bit as well.
This is it, boys. We do this now or we die.
Okay.
We in agreement?
I was gonna say I swapped out one of my spells for locate object in case we need that. But I remember, didn't he have some kind of armor or something on him, the Oni, that would work with that, or no?
He has a glaive, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So I'll just mention that I focused some time while we were resting back in town and learned that one.
Bob, I think your camera's jacked.
I think it's great. Look high.
It looks fine.
It's perfect.
Okay. So give me whoever.
What time of day is it? After all this prep and the travel and everything?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
So whoever's chopping like the 15 small trees that are here, give me a strength check.
Not me, guys.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Whoever's chopping the trees, give me a strength check.
Binks is gonna hold us back. Like, the gardening kind of hurt my back. I can't
I mean,
down the trees.
I can do it, but I feel like Victor might be the best person to do that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Strength check is down.
Okay. Yeah, you pretty quickly take care of these. You clear out a good radius, and I'm going to say for the interest of this, it's going to be a radius about yay big. It's that dark red. So that's where you cleared out. What are you doing with the trees? Are you going to burn them? Maybe light kind of a signal fire?
I think we'd probably have a big bonfire in the middle. I feel like we'd probably take some of the trees and, like I said, make punji sticks to put at the bottom of the pits. So those are just sharpened sticks stuck in the ground.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's anything else. So I had a jug of oil. I'm going to use part of the oil to fill six bottles for the Molotov cocktails. How much of the jug would I have left after that?
You guys also have the jug of alchemy too.
Yes.
I mean, I would say you're probably about half full on a normal jug.
So if I would like to spread some of the oil out in the empty space of our clearing here.
Okay.
You want to give me an idea maybe how much I could get coverage for that?
You could probably do 2 sides.
Okay.
I don't think you could make it all the way around. But again, you have the jug of alchemy that you could.
Like that, and like that, and like that.
Probably not that big. Maybe one square's worth deep, but that's kind of the idea.
Okay.
Okay. So this takes about 6 hours of prep, and we're at about 4 p.m. now. Hottest part of the day. You guys are in the clearing. You don't have the nice jungle canopy to shade you. You guys want to light your bonfire, or
You guys ready to do this?
Yeah.
I feel like this is now or never, boys.
I'll go light the fire.
While you're
Who's-
doing that,
Who's in charge? Victon, do you want to be in charge of the Molotovs?
Sure.
So I'll give him
Absolutely.
the six Molotovs and the tinder box.
okay?
And then I will walk over. Before I light this, you guys absolutely ready, right?
Let's get in position.
Let the fires kick the tires.
You said it's 4. You said it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Do we want to wait a little while longer? Till it's later in the day? He's always come at night.
well, how much?
It's high
I
noon.
mean,
Yeah,
Daylight.
maybe just a little bit. I mean, I don't know how much.
I don't-
How much firewood do we have? Would it?
I
If
mean, we
lit
just
it right
chopped,
now,
we
would
just
it?
have a bunch of
chopped
trees.
down
You
a
have
shit ton
like
of trees.
15 trees worth.
yeah, so it's going to last a while. I think that having some daylight might be to our advantage if he shows up. This is going to burn for several hours. So I think even if it goes into the night, at least we'll have had the opportunity to draw him out with some light.
Okay. So as you strike that tinder, and
Oh, I don't like that grin on your face. I just don't trust you, this fucking guy.
as you light the tinder, you catch a little bit of oil that maybe you help start the fire, and now you have a large bonfire going. It gets a little hot. Maybe the caltrops right next to a large bonfire, not the best idea. So you kind of kick them out. You spread them a little bit further out so they're not just like engulfed in this giant blaze. A couple hours go by. No signs of the Oni yet.
Starting to get what time? Like starting to get nighttime.
It's about 8 o'clock. The sun is just past the horizon, so it's still some light, but not. It's not going to be there for much longer.
You know what I forgot? I'm gonna reach into my little haversack and pull out that green war paint that I had bought for going into the arena. I'm gonna, start to paint on my face, get it all kind of like all done up, and I was like, this worked in the arena. We fought above and beyond our abilities. I suggest everybody should put a little war paint on. So I'll take it and stick it out if anybody wants it.
Okay.
Plus, it makes you look really cool. A little camouflage.
Oh hell, I'll put some on. Why not? So I'll
Ta-
grab
take-
some and I'll just put some
As you guys are kind of
cheeks,
like
forehead.
putting the paint on, give me a perception check.
Oh, there must be something.
Not necessarily.
You found a big bug.
Where is my character sheet? God.
God damn.
15.
Okay, Travis. Victim.
Yes, sir.
You hear some rustling in the woods that are past where you cleared. You get a good idea of what it was. It was probably a small animal.
In which direction? Was it
It was to the
ahead of
north-
me,
it was
behind
to
me?
the north of you. So it was up
North of me.
here.
So I kind of knee jerk, look my head over. What was that? I heard it sounded like a small animal over there, and I'll point. You guys hear that? Did you guys see that? See anything?
Didn't see anything.
I'm gonna-
getting paranoid.
Remember, he can shapeshift.
It's not a chewinga.
I'm gonna put on the green paint with everybody else,
So
and I'm going to start yelling at the top of my lungs in giant.
it's almost as if nothing else bad is in this jungle. Okay, an hour goes by. As you're yelling, nothing. Give me another perception check.
Everybody.
Oh,
Everybody,
Night.
please.
Oh shit!
So Vinny with
Too
a
busy
1.
yelling.
Yeah.
Too busy yelling.
Binks, you're kind of, lost in your thoughts a little bit, just getting prepared. But Travis, hearing the small animal, to the east of you, you see a figure. Probably humanoid, standard height. Hard to tell, like, an exact height.
Hey, before we move forward, we should probably get our tokens in order, where we want to be at.
I'm where I want to be.
Probably a good idea.
Oh shit! I got my drawing tool out. Where do we want Azaka at?
I think she's kind of roaming, just circling.
Maybe on the outside of the traps, or just on. Is she gonna be on the inside of the traps or
I
outside?
was gonna say probably in between the two.
Okay.
Maybe inside, so it'll draw him in, so he doesn't
Okay.
take somebody out. I think it's
Okay.
the best.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll
Yeah.
take inside as well.
so as you guys are kind of stepping inside, you see this figure approach and slowly walking.
I'm gonna put my hand on the handle of my children's sword. Who's there?
I thought you said children's. I'm like,
No.
kids. You have
It's a
kid's
children's sword.
Like that's
It squeaks when he hits something with it.
Whack, whack.
Children. The D is on the other side of the R, and a couple more letters away.
What are you guys doing?
He
Where
asked
is this?
who's there.
I asked who's there. Say I yelled it.
Oh,
Make sure
I'm
you.
sorry, I missed that. No
Alright.
response.
Do we see this figure?
I did.
Victon does. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
kind of see it after he pointed it out, but you can't make it out.
So I'll take a few steps forward.
I'll yell out. Show yourself or piss off. This ain't a place for amateurs.
My hand's still on my handles, my sword handle.
Are y'all in a cult?
What?
Well, I mean, you're dancing around a fire. I think some of you have some shit on your face, And then one of you's been yelling for at least the past 10 minutes. And I saw that fire a long ways away.
Well, that's
Who are
the
you?
point.
Why don't you step a little closer to the fire so we can see you?
Our business is our business right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So as this humanoid steps closer, Theo, describe your character.
Yeah. So she's wearing a breastplate, and she's got a shield hung over her back, and it looks like a short sword slung around her waist, but behind her, so that she would pull it out from behind her. And she's also got a like Athenian style helmet on, so it's got the sides and then the nose guard, so you can't see her face very well. So, are y'all in a cult, or are you just a bunch of weirdos who go out into the woods and start a giant ass fire?
Well, aren't those
We'll
one and the
go with
same?
neither.
That's my concern. But one usually kills people, and the other's just a bunch of people that dance around naked around a fire.
Well, we've been known to kill, so
We're the killing kind.
Listen,
Can you-
in your own best interest, either get in here closer to us or run away. Run far away.
Are y'all gonna murder me if I get closer?
No. In fact, we're probably the best thing to protect you in these jungles right here.
Okay, she'll get a little closer.
And if you could place your token on the
yeah. Like I have an idea of where you're at.
My map loaded like
Yeah, she's gonna
I
step on
can't
every
see
one of our
anything.
traps.
If you can throw it out there wherever she would be, I can't see it, and my computer's gonna.
Here.
She's
Restart
gonna
my
step
10
on,
minutes
she's
later.
gonna
You're
step
gonna
on
restart
every
your
one of
stream.
our traps like that Jackass episode
Yep.
from Mousetrap Room. Just rolling around in them.
Hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you're to the right. Do you wanna? Are you making your way into the fire?
I mean, she's doing it like carefully, like 6 inches at a time, like making sure that they're not gonna rush her and use her as a sacrifice.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, but you're the ones dancing and yell around a fire and have paint on your face.
We're
We're
waiting for a nasty son of a bitch to show up.
This is
That
Chilton
sounds like a
or
cult.
Paint.
We're waiting for him to attack us. We're not waiting for some summoning or anything crazy like that. We're
We're being hunted by a monster.
yes, and we need to be sure that you either are not him or not being attacked by him as well. We're just being careful.
Well, y'all sound like a cult, and I'm
You look like a cult
pretty
member. So get your ass in here.
so I'll scoot closer. Name's Zelstry. So,
Victon.
are y'all in a cult?
No.
No,
Fuck.
we're just a bunch of adventurers, and we are hoping to put an end to this thing that's been hunting us for a while now. And
You're
it
not
ain't
going to try to
easy.
summon some demon from the abyss?
We're
Nope.
trying to get rid of the demons from the abyss.
I assure you, there's no mouth monsters around here.
Okay.
Listen, I'm being completely honest with you and serious. There
While
is
he's
something
talking, I'm gonna put my hand off my sword and back down to my side.
there is something terrible in these jungles. And the safest place for you is in here with us. Do you know how to fight? You got a sword.
Yeah, I know my way around a sword.
Okay. 20 gold pieces. We hire
That-
you.
That's a cult. That's a cult thing. If you're going to charge me to get into this circle,
No.
that's a
No.
cult thing.
I'm paying you 20 gold pieces to help us.
Okay.
And at that point, one of your cordon arrows goes off.
What in the hell was that?
Shh, get in. Okay,
So
Azaka, help her get in here
Azaka, okay. Well, Azaka's
Through the
gonna
through the traps.
jump
I
up and
will.
over, and she's gonna go wear tiger form, and then
What the fuck?
Which cord of arrows was it?
we'll resolve that here. So there was this left side. And I need you to read how that works. But so she slowly like grabs you, and just navigates you through these, kind of points out where not to go.
Nice.
Okay, that was loud.
I heard it.
Okay,
Sorry.
so roll that 1d6 for me if you would.
Hell yeah.
That 1d6, but it's
Fucking
Fucking
hell.
hell. That's what you get for using the
Okay,
Roll
that's
20
a
dice.
one.
Yeah, that's it. Roll 20. I'm not doing roll 20 for this fight. I will. If we end up losing it, I'll be blaming it on the dice. I'm using my dice.
okay.
Well, metagaming the Oni failed its dex check.
That's true.
But I don't care. I'm using the dice.
All the dice.
I'll delete out my that cordon.
Yeah. Okay. So you hear as this. Describe how your cordon of arrows goes off.
So I imagine how this would work for me is I would place a single arrow into the ground, with the arrowhead in the air, so fletch in the ground, and cast a spell over it as I'm doing it. As it goes off, I imagine that it's like a rain of magical arrows falls down in that spot.
Okay. So as these arrows, like these almost luminescent, like blue arrows, just come down, you hear, "Oh!"
I can't delete it. I don't know why.
Okay.
If we're not rolling initiative yet, I'm going to back up to here, and then I'm going to take an arrow shot in that direction.
Okay. Give me with disadvantage.
Okay. 16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
13 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then you shoot this crossbow bolt, and it goes, and you hear it go, and you see it just sticking out of the air. All right.
As it happens, I'm going to say to it in giant, I'm going to say, Undak ist the Boot.
And what does that mean?
And that means you've come to your gravesite.
And the response is, "You will all die." And
What in the hell is that?
let's
I'm going
roll-
to cast
roll
Dispel Magic
initiative.
if I can.
We're gonna roll initiative.
Ah,
Oh,
balls.
yeah! Oh, I've been waiting for this. I'm so pumped.
Can someone select my token and roll initiative for me? I can't.
The worst.
Well used. The game initiative.
Now, before we start, Victon, did you roll your hit dice to get your extra hit points?
Yes, I did.
Okay, as long as you
I
did
am-
that.
Completely leveled up.
Okay,
I
I was about to say, because if you've done nothing...
I can help.
There we go. Now I'm on the board.
Is Vinny a 5 or a 14?
I have initiative, or I have advantage on initiative, so I'm a 14.
I got you, boo.
As long as I'm in the jungle, I've got advantage on initiative.
Let me not forget Azaka.
Please, God, don't.
D20. Yeah.
I am so excited for this.
Okay, Zaka Stormfang. Selected initiative. Okay. So, Zeltree, you're up first.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
actually rolled in that.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is his internet going down? Is your internet going down?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Not yet. It gives me about a minute warning. So I can always just hop onto my phone if it comes to that.
Do we want to take a break before it happens?
This is the best point to take a break.
This is a good spot to take a break.
All right,
Good
We'll take a 5-minute or 10-minute break just to give Chris time to get back in here.
Yep.
So don't go anywhere. Hang out with us. We'll be back in 10 minutes. All right. So you're up. What you want to do?
She's gonna freak out at this thing that just has an arrow sticking out of it. It's pretty clearly invisibility, yeah?
I don't know how much you know about the magical world.
I mean, I would assume a fair amount.
I would say it would be tough for you to know that it's invisibility only because
Hey, baby.
you. Hey, baby.
Sorry, dog.
Hey, baby.
Sorry.
What's
Jeez,
under your desk there, Travis?
that scared me.
Christ, I opened myself up
Look
to
how
that one.
red he's getting.
It ain't hard, man. You know that.
It
We all
ain't
know
hard
I-
yet.
Everybody
That's what
knows
she
that.
said.
It ain't hard yet.
That's what
Oh,
she
for
said.
Christ's sake. Mute.
Only because you don't know what you're dealing with is the reason. You probably understand
Okay.
what invisibility is.
But I wouldn't.
You
Pair
don't
it
know
with
that
whatever
there's,
this
like, a
thing
monster
is.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just because my Roll20 is now working, could you ping where the arrow is sticking out of air?
It's like in this area right here.
Okay, thanks. In that case, I'm just gonna draw my short sword and pull out my shield and I'm just gonna sit and prepare.
Since been. Sounds good. Okay. So, let me do something real quick. What did they do with a ruler? Can you guys see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they changed it a little bit, right?
Oh, I can select. Can you see that now?
No.
No.
Ho, 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 ho. They changed it
Oh,
so I can
nice.
hide it.
Yeah,
Oh, so can
now.
we.
But I can see that. I can see all of yours.
Do you see
Oh.
mine right now?
Yeah, I can see yours.
Oh,
Okay.
so you can
So-
see ours, but
You can't
I have
see
a-
mine,
You can't see mine, right,
and
Binks?
you can't show them to each
No.
other.
Yep.
can any?
Please don't
So no.
swear.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
Interesting.
Mm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Right. Sure. Okay. All right.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
Shit, we did. We haven't. Forgot we had a point of inspiration still.
So, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I think at this point, he's gonna. How do I want to describe this? Okay. So, Vinny, don't you go dying on me.
Don't
Don't die yet. Don't die yet. So, Vinny, from about 10 feet up in the air, and from 10 feet away, you see a glaive come out of nowhere. And it's just this large, arcing swipe. 10 feet. 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 10 19 to hit. Does that hit?
On me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oh my god!
Okay, so out of nowhere, you just see this glaive come out and just slice the top of your chest. And then he comes back around with that second swing and catches the chunk out of your shoulder for 40 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Azaka is going to...
Sorry.
What are you doing?
He's slashing shit.
No, I'm looking at the rolls.
Azaka is going to, I think, come right next to you, Vinny, and kind of carefully maneuver, but then take 2 longbow shots. And as she kind of pulls that first one back, it does find purchase and hits, but the second one just goes wide over his shoulder. Okay, Victon.
Oh shit. Need to look at the spell again really quick. Okay, I'm going to we're just gonna use just my long sword. I'm going to move up to where the son of a bitch is, grab my sword, and going to cast Branding Smite.
So he's over here now.
He's over where? Sorry. Oh, over there. So I'll just go around. I guess I need to be careful with We'll go here.
Oh,
Or can I?
so
Put
that's
the
a pit.
trap there.
That's
a pit. That's right. Well, this is probably good enough because
This is
that's
fine.
far enough. Yeah,
This
that'll
is
work.
Fine.
I forgot those were pits and not just something else. Anyway, we're going to cast Branding Smite. That is on myself, and next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends,
Oh, you
be
guys came to
radiance.
fight.
extra d6, and if it's visible or invisible, it'll become invisible as long as I hit.
Ooh,
So
nice.
two-handed, I'm going to swing at the son of a bitch.
Ah, yeah,
28.
baby!
So that is...
Victed came to play.
Ooh.
Okay, so 10 points from your... And then roll a 2d6 for me.
2d6 is 8 total.
So
Obviously.
18 points of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And that thing should become... Oh, that was with Divine Sense. So that was the 2d6. And then it should be visible now. And sheds a dim light in a 5-foot radius.
Okay. Vinny.
Oh God.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
So Vinny's got to use some movement and get the fuck out of here. But before he does, he wants to use his bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on the Oni.
Okay.
And you cast a spell using a... Okay, I'm not there yet. All right. So I'd like to get to here. You think I have enough movement for that? Apparently, let's see if it works. We've updated our hotkeys. Placing ruler waypoints is now... That's 25?
Yeah, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to... I got 30, so I'm going to back to there. And then for my action, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. First level. For 6 points.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Vindog?
That's it for me.
All right. Binksy Cat.
So I'm gonna unsheath these two black short swords and then crash the pommels together, and these gears start to tie them together. And
That's such an awesome weapon.
It turns into this black longbow, and I'm going to knock ensnaring arrow for my first shot.
Okay.
Can be a 15.
As you shoot, you just see it sail right over its shoulders.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna do it again. Same one. I get 2 attacks now. Being
Forgot about my second attack.
fart. 12. Jeez.
Yeah, that one misses too. So
All right,
again,
so it's-
you just kind of adrenaline pumping. You're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, new bow, getting the feel of the tension.
All right. That's 2 of my ensnaring arrows gone.
Okay.
Sweet. I'm actually going to move 5, 10, go over the bear trap, and I want to be right there.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like you guys are like trying to not group up here.
Well, that cone of
This is the second time we've got Cone of Colded, so it's not like we haven't learned from previous experience with this fucker.
I totally kept that in mind while I was doing anything. Totally.
Okay. Zell's Shrew.
How obvious are the pits and/or bear traps?
Give me a perception check.
So that's a 10.
You kind of understand roughly where they're at.
Azaka did bring her in. I have a feeling Zaka would have at least kind of like
Yeah.
ushered her around one or two of
I
them.
mean, if I were able to finish the sentence.
Sorry.
Azaka brought you
I'm
in.
jazzed.
As Azaka brought you in, you do have an understanding of how these are laid out, so you kind of get the sense of where they are, but you don't, like, you're assuming that it's all the way around.
Okay. I think
Sorry,
Just
I'm
literally
very
saying
excited. I am very excited. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding, bro.
I think she would have to go heal. What's Vinny?
Okay.
So I don't know how to. I think I can make it to Vinny.
What's your movement?
I don't know.
You
30.
Know. 30?
Yeah,
You're-
30. Also, I can't select my
You
token.
can be there.
Okay.
I mean, assuming you want to move to, like, right in front of him.
Yeah. And then I'm going to drop a 2nd level Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
So that's
8 points.
12,
12.
13.
right? Math? I don't know. 13.
13.
Is
English teacher, not a math teacher.
An odd and an even do not make an even.
Yeah, words. And then that's all I got.
Okay.
And it'll give you a nod as you do it.
All right. So hitting this thing, Travis. He's gonna come to this side of you.
Mm-hmm.
Glaive you for 15. That doesn't hit.
That does not.
Take the next one.
oh yeah.
Okay. And then he's going to, as you see his body, you see kind of the crossbow bolt that Vinny shot earlier kind of just pop out and that wound heal up. And he's going to rise into the air another 10 feet. So Travis, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, ouch.
Okay, roll that beautiful D20 for me.
Ouch.
Uh,
Would he set off that other cordon of arrows?
He's 10 feet in the air. How does...
It says 30 feet
Let me
of the 4 pieces of ammunition.
read that again. Because he may at that point... Where's the fucking cordon of arrows?
Here, you want me to just drop it again?
No, I got it. Until the spell ends, whenever a creature other than you comes within 30 feet, Whenever a creature other than you.
I can designate who it's
you
shape
can-
crafted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and I guess he does need to make that dex check.
Okay. It's a 5.
Not you, it's
Oh, right.
18. So does he take half that?
I can't-
It's all the way up here. They must succeed on a dex save or take 1d6 piercing damage. Okay, so yeah,
I think it's just no damage.
okay. So yeah, this one bursts as he's kind of like trying to maneuver around you, Victon. I still need that d20 from you.
Yeah, that's a 12.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of just go up and arcing over, you just can't get there. You clang off a rock as you're coming down. You can't really stop it. All right. Zaka is going to take 2 shots. And as you guys are feeling like you kind of got the upper hand on this guy, both sink in. All right, Victor.
Oh, let's see.
And he's about 20 feet up in the air at this point.
He's up in the air. That's 20 feet. We're gonna do breath weapon.
Okay.
So exhale destructive energy, lightning 5 by 30 feet line. Maybe out of the way of
Kind
any of
going, like,
us.
straight up with this. You use your breath weapon. Each creature. Saving
DC
throw.
8.
What's your
My constitution is
no, what's
2.
your spell save DC? So it's on
Oh.
that spell tab.
It is 15.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 2d6. Oh no, 3d6. The damage increases to 3d6 at 6th level.
That was 8
8
total.
Okay. So yeah, you just let loose this like arcing, almost like from the Emperor's hands, and you just see it kind of envelop him, and he's like, ugh. All right, Vinny.
Is that my entire action?
Oh,
You
I'm
have
sorry.
2.
You do have a bonus action or movement.
Yeah, I'm going to move kind of down over here a little bit just to get out of his immediate vicinity. And
Well,
that's
he was already
where I'll
out of-
stop.
Yeah, he was already out of range.
Yeah, but if he fell down, I'm not taking no chances.
All right, Vinny.
All right. I'm looking for my Assassin Zero. I can't remember what they do. Dude, I think I accidentally deleted my file that had all my fun shit in it.
That's the worst.
I know.
It's
You have a fun shit file? That's pretty-
Devin scrolling. It's a very loud scroll wheel.
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
The Assassin
arrows?
Zeros, yeah.
+2 to attack, 1d4 +2 damage. That's what I have written down.
I just found it. When you use this animation, you gain a +2 bonus attack rolls. Additionally, the arrow does an extra 1d4 damage if the target is surprised. If the target is surprised.
He is not
But-
surprised.
But you get a +2 to attack.
Okay.
And yeah, I think you have 20 of those.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Vinny is going to, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Slayer's Prey.
Okay.
Which is just so that's out there. I'll cast it if I can.
No.
No. That's an extra 1d6 damage if I hit him. And I'm going to pull out one of the Assassin's arrows that I have.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot.
That 28 to hit.
Nice.
Actually, it'd be a 30 because you get a +2.
Yeah, it's a 30.
That's a 30.
Oh, cool. It's a 30.
It's just no big deal. It's just a 30.
It's no big deal.
So 14. Hunter's Mark is a 1. And Slayer's Prey is a 6. So that is,
21.
21 points of damage.
Okay.
I will take my second attack with one of my regular arrows.
Okay.
And that's a 21.
That hits.
That's a 15.
Okay.
That's 19. That's 20.
Good round. 41 points of damage.
Actually,
Actually.
actually, he's now, because he's a giant, he's one of my favorite enemies now.
Oh, shit.
So that's plus 4 damage to both of those. So that's another 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah, as you just let loose 2 bolts. And he's kind of still, like, almost reeling from the electricity shock that he took from Victon. Anything else you would like to do, Vinny?
I'm going to continue to move back away from him.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I stay in range. Oh yeah, I got a range of 100. I'm good.
Binks.
Ooh, yeah, my turn. All right.
Man,
After
what
setting
about
up,
music, by the way.
I know it's kind of weird. After setting up in my new spot outside of the bear trap, I'm gonna fire off 2 more of those ensnaring arrows. 17.
That hits.
Okay. So that's 16 points of damage, and he has to do a DC 10 Dex save or become restrained.
Well, so what's the the additional 4 that's rolled is if it were to crit.
Oh, sorry. So 12.
Okay. And
My
then
bad.
what's the DC on that? Sorry.
DC 10
Dex.
Dex save or become restrained. And I assume, well, gets it. So I'm gonna do 1 more.
Okay.
Seeing him kind of break through the restraints that come firing out of that arrow, I'll do it again. So 19, 9 points of piercing plus another DC 10 Dex save.
Man, you guys are lighting this guy up.
Trying to bring him to the ground. Ah, damn it.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah,
That's
as you kind of shoot both of these ensnaring arrows, you see the magic kind of just come across them, but then it, he's able to just kind of shrug it off a little bit. But both arrows land in there, and you just see a peppered body full of arrows. Anything else you want to do, Binks?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Zell's tree.
So how's he looking? Is he bloodied at all, or
He's looking bloodied. Yes.
he's still up in the air?
He is 20 feet up in the air. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna scorching ray him.
Okay. So go ahead
I'm
and roll
gonna-
3 attacks.
Roll my or kind of point my short sword at him, and flame's just gonna erupt out of it. So 23.
That hits.
Crit,
Jesus Christ!
Rolling nice.
and a 19.
Holy shit!
All 3 of those hit.
I don't know what you are, monster, but you're coming down. So 7 for the first, 11 for the second, and an extra 6 on the last one.
Ooh.
Okay. He is hurting. So as you let loose these 3 magical bolts of fire, just this pillar of flames come from your sword, and it just catches him and it just singes what little armor he had left. It's Leonie's turn. After that, he's gonna come up to you, and he kind of claws his hand, and you just see these icy waves start to come out.
Oh no.
Vinny, Binks, and Zeltree.
No!
Give me a dex save, please.
You're a liar.
Oh Jesus, this could kill me. This could kill me.
That's a crit fail.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
I'm glad I rolled max on my hit points.
All right. To be fair, my bad. It's a Constitution saving throw. Please re-roll.
Well, I'm better at that one. Good.
I'm worse at that one. Fuck.
11.
Oh, you were.
All right, Vinny and Zeltree, you guys succeed. Binks, you do not.
Let's see this. Let's see this.
Let's see this damage.
Oh!
So as this icy cone just grasps you, being
Fuck.
50
That was-
points of damage, Vinny and Zellstream, you take 25 points of damage as you succeed in your deck save.
Oh
But-
man,
As you do that, you just hear him.
that is such. Look at all those rolls, man.
8, 5, 3, 7,
Yeah,
6,
that-
8.
that's
God, you
high.
had two
I
eights
thought-
again.
I thought 48 was high the last time.
Yeah.
Dang.
Gosh.
All right, I'm up.
Barely.
Burly.
Yeah, you're in the same boat I am.
Okay.
That's good.
Are you within your max roll that you did for your last level?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Zaka's going to take 2 shots. First one hits, second one just goes wide. Victon. So also I should say he is still about 10 feet. He had to come down a little bit to catch Zeltree in the cone. But Victon.
Whoops. Wrong one. Let's see. It's out of my movement. Okay. Man, what do I want to do? I am just going to. I mean, he's in my distance, but he's 10 feet in the air. Man, fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna move to be behind this Oni. We'll be like right here. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna grab a javelin from my back. I'm going to cast Thunderous Spite on myself, which is not what I wanted to do. Well, it is, but so that does this. First time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, the weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet, and the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. And he must succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away.
First time you hit. Okay.
So I'm going to toss the javelin at him.
Wait.
17.
It says it's a melee attack.
Oh, melee attack. Never mind.
So you can use it as a spear, I think. It just has different properties.
Yeah, but it's I doubt that that thing's going to reach within 10 feet. So
Well, how tall are you?
Hang on.
I guess I am 6 feet tall.
Yeah, you're within 5.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll move behind him and we'll do that.
5e javelin.
Children.
The javelin is what I was going to use.
Well, I mean, you're within melee range. So
Yeah.
you're 6 feet tall. He's 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
You can
have
use
to
your
be
sword.
Yeah, you have to be within 5 feet to be.
I mean, if you're going to let me change it from the javelin, since I already said it to the children, I'm going to use children's.
Well, it was an actually moment.
Actually.
So that is a 23.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
So that is, let's see. So we have the damage of 6 slashing. It does an extra 1d6 of cold.
And you're doing roll your 2d6 for your thunderous smite.
So that's 3 for cold. That is a terrible 1 for that, and a 3. So another 4 for the thunder smite.
How you gonna do this?
No way. So, does it count like if I'm jumping up in the air and just like slashing my sword? That qualify under melee still?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run at the son of a bitch. I'm gonna jump both hands on my sword and just bring it down hard and fast. It's gonna hit his body and just a thunderous sound just echoes around and just right through the guy's his like torso.
I'm imagining like a wide view shot. Like this were a movie, this would be a wide view shot, and you'd see like the thunder wave flowing through the jungle and birds just flying everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Almost as when they destroyed the Infinity Stone. And it just goes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just whipples, and I'm just screaming, yelling, as I'm clashing that fucking sword right through that gun of a bitch.
And as your sword just kind of cuts him from the chest straight down, you see that the whatever magical essence was helping him fly leaves and his body just thuds.
Holy shit, boys.
We did it.
And lady, sorry. Ladies, excuse me. I forgot about Zelstri. My apologies.
Fucking hell. Boys! Victon!
We did it, man. We did it.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna shove him. Like, not me, like, get out of here, man!
Dude.
And then I'm gonna kick the Oni's body as hard as I can.
You just,
I'm gonna join him.
as
I'm
you
gonna
kick
run up and just give him a
he's
swift
like-
kick.
This dead, lifeless, body jerks.
Biddy, that was a great plan you had set up.
Told you, boys.
This is why we trust the guys who have the experience in the jungle.
I'm gonna
How's
reach
that for a
down.
cult? Huh, Zelstri?
Yeah, Zelstri will pull off her helmet, shake out her long white hair, and I don't know what that was that we just fought, but you boys certainly rocked it.
Well, you did help, so thank you.
Are you a drow? You
I
are.
mean, are
I'm
you
too
the
excited.
type that... Yeah, she's got the purple skin, violet eyes, long white hair, but coming down her... I can't remember which side of her face it's on. I think it's the right side of her face. Is a long, moderately fresh scar. But yeah, she's a drow.
Remind me, because I took a letter off of Silver that was about his wife. What was her name again?
Chesserina was the fiance's name.
I forgot all about the letter.
Vinny's gonna look at you, and he's going to say, what did you say your name was again?
Zelstri?
Are you sure it's not Chelsrina?
How the hell do you know that name?
I think you should answer the question first.
I think you should. She'll hands like really tight around the short sword.
You
You
see
two
the
always
white
got something.
knuckles.
I heard it from a friend.
A friend? Then you're no friends of mine.
Oh,
As you say that, Azaka's gonna knock an arrow.
I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna be like, listen, you need to be honest with me right now. And I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
oh, you have Zone of Truth too.
I just picked it up.
Hell yeah!
Okay,
Okay, what kind of save is it?
it's a charisma save.
Charisma?
Devin, what's your spell save DC?
Who doesn't matter.
13. 13.
And then, Victon, you are in it as well. If you want to resist, you can roll a charisma save. If you don't care to resist, you just are under the effects.
No, I do not care to resist. I'm imagining I'm over the Oni's body, like ready to stab my sword into it and just
Okay.
stab it right in his chest again, just to beat the fucking thing up.
So, Zelstri, you are compelled to tell the truth, but you don't have to answer. Just is how the Zone of Truth works.
Now, it's time we were honest with each other.
I think you're damn right.
What was your name, lady?
Zelstri. Zelstri Rayburn.
That's
A big smile's gonna break off across my face.
if we ever.
I believe we know some family of yours.
How?
And I'm just gonna stop and like look over after I heard the name. Like, oh man.
Vinny's gonna kind of, after he says, we know some family of yours, like, the smile's gonna kind of fade for a sec, and he's gonna say, well, we knew some family of yours. I'll reach into my armor.
She's still like when he makes any, if it's a quick motion, she's like, because she's still pretty antagonistic.
I
Yeah,
got
don't
something.
shoot.
I'm gonna reach in, pull out the letter, and hand it to her.
And I'm gonna
She'll
move like next.
not
to
sheath her
Vinny.
sword, but take it with her shield arm. Open the letter, read it, crumple it, throw it away. We're out of combat, so I'm going to waste a spell on it, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands and just woof, destroy the letter.
We are, we were friends of a silver raven.
Now, how in the hell do you know that name, and how could have you been his friends?
Well, about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, we met him in Chult, or in Port Nine Zaru. I wasn't there, but these two were, and he was with us on some adventures.
Did you?
Yeah.
I assumed you pointed over to me.
You and Victor.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Victor.
Yeah, at this point, I've moved next to Vinny.
Yeah, I haven't moved the whole time. I've just been kind of like dead stare at the Oni's body, just kind of not moving at all. Just been silent. And...
Hand shaking, Zelstri will look down at her sword and then sheath it real quick and then kind of like shake her hand like it was starting to go numb. I don't know how you could have met him 3 weeks ago because I killed him 3 years ago.
What the fuck is going on here? Is all I'm gonna say.
What?
How?
How?
I killed him with that sword, and then I hung him, and I saw the life drain out of his eyes.
No. He was just with us. Just a few weeks ago.
Apparently, you didn't get the job done.
But the job's done now. You said he's dead?
Well, to the best of our knowledge, he is now with
He's-
this. I don't know.
He's dead.
Well, then that's a cause for fucking celebration.
It's not the only cause
Hey.
of celebration, but okay.
Watch your tongue. He was our friend.
That man was evil.
That man stood by us to the end.
Then he was manipulating you, and you just didn't know it. He'd have dropped you like a sack of potatoes faster than you could have thought. He tried to kill my wife and I as we were leaving. It was only because I knew some magic and he didn't that I was able to let us escape. But he'd have killed us just as fast as anything.
Is this name in the letter? Shelstrina was the only name in the letter, wasn't it?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
It's somewhere in Discord chat somewhere. I think it was just the letter of with the name of the wife or fiancé. But so, as you guys are having this conversation, you see. Actually, give me a perception check.
22.
Vinny, Behind Azaka, you see a large purple bolt just flash and it hits something in the back.
A large purple bolt.
Like magical bolt that just starts here, ends here, definitely left something and hit something. With the 22 and in barely visible light, you could see that it is a shorter humanoid figure where the bolt originated from, and a very short bestial figure that it hit. And coming out of the brush, outside of where you cleared, Vinny, you see Nare.
I see who?
Nare.
Nare.
Moaxa Nare. Pulling. Damn it.
Motherfucker.
Hold up. Pulling a kobold body.
A what body?
A small kobold body.
Okay.
Kobold.
Kobold, however you want to say it.
Yeah, I just need to hear it again.
Potatoes.
Okay.
And so she's just pulling in. She's like, good thing I was here. This thing was spying on you all.
You and I'll talk later. I say to Zestrip, and I say, Your Highness, what are you doing out here?
Well, I mean, y'all left without saying goodbye, and if you're going to my palace, I'm coming with you.
No, listen. I'm gonna hold up the Oni's head and be like, this is the shit that's out here. You're not ready for this.
Well, I can't go back now.
Why not?
I mean, I just ran. I'm not going back. It's either you all go with me or I go by myself. It's time
Fucking
that
hell.
it's time that I took my seat. And as you look over the kobold, you see this like giant horned skull insignia on its breastplate.
Giant horned skull?
Yes.
Have I ever seen it before?
No.
Banks?
He is not.
I think this is your call.
Mute.
Hello, mute. Hold on, he's gotta
Jeez.
wipe off real quick. He's masturbating.
Sorry, having late dinner tonight. Binks is still kind of just zoning. He's not taking any of this in.
I can't imagine it's something I would know.
Yeah, you guys don't know the skull.
Well, you are a princess. I don't think I can stop you.
Wow.
Jesus.
Could you hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's mute that next time.
Sorry, I tried to suppress.
It was almost like a giant like toad going. "Brrr."
Sorry.
Last thing it needs another fucking kid.
Well, you better. I mean, I'm not a kid. I'm a princess, and you better watch. Who you're talking to.
So this is how this is gonna work. If you're coming along with us, you're going to listen to us. And you're gonna do what we say. You might be the princess and the future queen of Omu, but I'm king shit out here in this jungle.
Well, I mean, I'm future queen of Chalt, so there is
Okay.
a clear difference here. And if you feel so inclined as to lead the way, I will follow.
As long as we have that understanding, You're welcome to join us, Your Highness.
Okay.
Just know we do have your best interest at heart, so you'll be wise to heed some of our advice along the way.
Yeah, sure. I said I'd follow you.
I'm going to take one last look over at Zestria. And
so many different pronunciations of this name.
what is the... Okay, give me the official one.
Zelstree.
Zelstree. Okay.
It's Adios.
And I'm going to give her another glance, and then I'm going to turn to the Oni's body and see if I can find anything on it.
Okay,
Are you within reach range? Thanks. Sorry to cut that off.
Are we
Are
in...
you close?
I am kind of far away.
Okay.
I did not move to the group.
Okay.
That's a 15.
Okay, so as you're kind of digging through what little pockets he has, you find some bones in the pockets. It's like small, tiny bones. You find a glaive.
What about what did he take? A little dagger?
No, you don't find the hatchet that was stolen.
Hatchet.
You don't find the two.
hatchets.
Oh yeah, there's two. You don't find the little rubies that he had.
Okay. I'm going to take out my short sword. And I'm going to cut off its right index finger.
Okay. Yeah, you easily, like, you're not not trying to do a precision job, but you do get it pretty quick. You have an
Okay.
Oni finger. This giant blue, probably a good 6 inches long with dark, disgusting black nails that are kind of carved to a point.
Ugh.
Then I'm going to push the body into the pit that was next to us.
Okay. So Nari's going to come up. We're not going to stay right here, are we? I mean, we want to move a little bit further.
Yeah, we're going to get moving in just a minute. Boys, let's everyone, ladies and gentlemen, let's pick up our unused traps. These might come in handy later.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna go around and grab the bear traps and the cow traps.
Yeah, you spend about an hour picking everything up. You leave the Oni in the pits you dug. Unfortunately, you're not getting the oil back. But you pick up all the cow traps, you pick up the bear traps, and it's probably pushing 8:30. Or no, I'm sorry, it's probably pushing 10. So you can get maybe an hour before you need to start thinking about resting.
I mean, we've got a nice fire here.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe we just make camp here for the night. Pick
that
up
cold attack.
any of the dangerous traps that we had. We still got 2 cordons to keep us safe.
You can take in a couple extra watches to make sure you guys get some help, rest after that attack of his.
You're muted.
Whoops.
I know, I was saying that into muted. It wasn't worthy of making the stream. Okay, so spending the night here.
Yep, we're gonna spend the night here.
Okay,
Set up camp.
who's taking first watch?
I'll take first, and I guess I assume it would probably be good for me to take first and second. Give you guys a little bit of extra time to sleep.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'll take one of the watches too. I only need a few hours sleep.
I'll take-
16.
I'll take whichever watch our friend takes.
Okay, 16. And Stonefly, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, so 16. Been a pretty uneventful night. I would imagine that you haven't seen anything past the Oni, and as you guys were fighting and showing your skills of strength, I don't think anything wanted
Yeah, we were.
to test you. So your shift goes off without issue.
Okay.
Who's next?
Do you want me to do? Do you want me to that first and second watch then?
Well, we use both the same for both.
Okay.
Who took the last one?
I think that would be Vinny and I.
Okay. So you can give me one perception check with advantage, or each of you roll your own.
I'll roll my own. It's a 9.
Celestial, okay.
And I got a 20.
You got a 20. So, as you guys are sitting by the fire, your shift goes off without a hitch.
Yeah, and Zelstri will spend the whole shift sharpening her short sword.
Think while we were sitting on this watch, I think I would say, so there's two sides to every story. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't met a single drow I'd ever call honorable.
Them's fine
So-
words.
So, I don't know what you plan to do tomorrow, but we're on a mission to stop a death's curse. And no matter what you thought of Silva, he was our friend. And we won't have anyone speaking ill of him in our presence. If we can understand that, I think you'd be welcome to come along.
Well, on at least the first part, it seems our objectives overlap. My wife died about 2 months ago now, and I heard about the death's curse, and I'm here to try to stop it, try to bring her back. As for the second, you'll have to deal with the fact that I stabbed my brother to death multiple times, took his own rope, wrapped it around his neck, hung him up by it, and left him to die. And I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Go back to sharpening the sword.
Even if you couldn't finish it, the job's done now. So, no
Good.
sense bringing it back up.
That's what I thought the first time.
Okay. I don't think I had a chance to introduce myself either. My name's Vinny. And it's very nice to meet you.
Well, I guess the terms of our meeting could have been better, but it's good to meet you too.
You were pretty useful back there, I will give you that. And then I figure Vinny would probably spend the night kind of not regaling, but just kind of going back over the hell we've been through with that thing. Maybe some of the stuff we've been doing, making sure to avoid any mention of Silver.
Okay. So that goes off without a hitch. No ambushes. No monsters. It's a almost satisfactory feeling knowing that this monster that has been hunting you has finally come to an end. Whoever did sleep through the night got very peaceful sleep. And the sun rises, morning comes. Here we go.
Good morning.
Well, boys.
Oh,
how'd
real
you
quick.
s-
When the
Okay.
sun comes up, Zelstri finally stops sharpening the sword, puts it away, and then takes off her armor, takes off her shield, kind of plants the shield in the dirt, facing towards the rising sun, and does a quick few prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't that odd?
Well, boys. How'd you sleep?
Pretty goddamn well, if I do say so myself. God's dang well.
I don't know. This ground is kind of rough. It wasn't that great.
Well, I'm sorry the accommodations weren't to your level, Your Highness. But that was the best damn sleep I think I've ever had in my entire life.
Well, I don't know what kind of savage you are.
As Bink starts to kind of wake up and sit up, they'll ask. So did we get him? The Oni, did we?
Oh, we fucking got him.
Zelstri will turn around and, you were there. You shot him.
After I got blasted that cold, I don't remember anything.
Hey, Slimy here? Slimy here pummeled him. It was so awesome.
I think he might take offense to Slimy. I thought we were kind of, Vinny, we were working on this.
It's a charm of endearment now, right? Right? He's gonna look at Slimy. He's gonna look at Victon.
These are the things that you should be working on. This
Hey.
is offensive to Dragonborns.
Duly noted. I'm just very happy this morning.
When did Nare and Na get here?
Just Nari. Na is not here.
When did Nare?
Oh, I came last night. What are you zoning out here? Come on.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who did I leave the flower with? It wasn't Rin, was it? It was
Shara.
Oh yeah, it was a Shara. You're right.
Yeah,
Shara.
you were going to give it to her.
Right. Did you get our goodbyes and
Well, that's how I knew you
the
left.
flower? Okay.
And she takes her book and pulls out, and your flowers pressed in between the pages.
Cool. Cool. Well, I'm sorry we couldn't say goodbye in person, but we had a job to do.
Well, my kingdom awaits, right? So let's pack up and move it on out.
We have breakfast to have first.
Oh,
We might be in the jungle, but we are not savages.
says the guy who sleeps on the ground.
I'll pull out some of the rations we had.
Pocket jerky.
Well, I didn't get a chance to hunt last night. I'll go see if I can find some fresh herbs. And try and whip us up the best breakfast I possibly can. The jug, does it? I forget. Does it do
Mayonnaise.
anything? No, it doesn't want mayonnaise.
Beer,
I think
wine,
it is beer,
water,
wine, and water.
salt
For,
water.
Edible.
You know what?
honey.
Fuck it. I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna pull out the jug, and we're gonna make some wine.
Okay. Okay.
Here.
I mean, I assume you're passing it to everybody.
I'm taking a big swig out of it. I'm passing it around. Actually, I'm not taking the first swig. I'm gonna hand it to Victon, and I'm gonna say, "First one's yours, mate. You earned
Thank you.
this."
Thank you. And I'll take it and I'll just enjoy it. It was a drink, right? Sorry, I have a friend messaging me.
Yeah, I'm using the jug for, and I
Jug.
made wine for us to have with some breakfast.
That's kind of what I thought, but I wanted to make sure it was actually wine. So I'll take it. and
It's
I'll-
mayo.
nice big sip.
As you
All the
as
way,
you
just
drink
my
it,
mouth just dripping.
the
wipe my mouth,
curdled
hand it right back to you.
mayonnaise all over your face.
Hey, I'm Dragonborn. I can enjoy mayonnaise if I want to. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so after Victon, after you take your drink, Nara is gonna grab it. She's gonna be like, "Oh God!" Just like grab Binks's shirt and use it to wipe off the.
Oh,
Ugh.
and
Ugh.
then
She's one of those.
she's gonna take a drink. But, oh,
Are you old enough for that, lady?
Wait,
I
you're
know,
questioning
I know,
that,
Queen.
but not as much as Binks drinks all the time.
And as you guys are kind of sitting here,
I don't think I've ever asked Binks his age, and I don't know.
You don't want to.
Not well versed. I've just kind of been confined to my own little group for many years of my life.
as you guys are sitting here, the rain and these giant thunderhead clouds just come in, and we're back into the nasty weather of Chort.
you know what? Even that can't fuck with me today.
The rain does feel kind of good.
So after you guys make your breakfast and you pass around the wine, just thoroughly drenched, you start marching. Where are you heading? Are you heading straight to Omu, or do you want to go to the heart, which is this area right here?
Oopta.
Oofda.
And if I remember, the heart of Ubtao we could see floating in the air, correct?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is a giant earth moat, so giant floating earth land mass.
So
Nare, what? Remind me again what the state of Omu is right now.
I don't know. We haven't been there in a while. It's
Well, what was it last you checked?
I mean, I've never been there, so I've
Yeah,
heard I've heard reports that there's maybe like a monster in there or something. But just seeing what you guys did, it's no problem.
We are monster killers, but
I mean,
is it?
you are.
Is it something that we need to get to right away,
I mean,
or can we take our time?
I think you could take your. I mean, I want to go there right away because it's my home. It's my palace is there. But I mean, a day or two isn't gonna make or break it, right?
Well, our destination is Omu, and we have somebody that we are tracking, trying to find our December.
Oh yeah, I met him. He was an okay guy. Kind of weird. His dragon bait friend. And she kind of points to Victon. He's like, "Oh,
Okay. Yeah, there are
hey,
other people like him.
before we make this call, Victon,
Yes, sir.
weren't you supposed to meet with your friend? Or are
I
we
did.
saying fuck that?
fuck that noise."
I do need to. Last I heard, the camp was kind of on the way to Omu. So I'd still like to stop and if I can take care of this problem as best I can. I can't just
Do we have an idea?
leave them.
Do we have an idea on the map where that might be at?
Yeah,
Would
I'm gonna make the executive decision. It's right there.
That works.
Just cleared the whole.
Well, we could.
I mean, we could hit the heart of Uptown. It's kind of like being a tourist. It's on the way. Make a quick stop.
Venture Jolt.
I think.
Make a quick stop.
I think we have earned. As fun as Kir Sabal was, and as relaxing as it was, but I think we've earned maybe checking this out. We got the Oni, the one that was hunting us. Plus, I mean, has anybody here seen a floating island before? Be kind of cool to go check out.
You cross that off your bucket list, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen one.
All right, it's settled then. We are marching to the heart of Uptown. Then we're going to go and make sure that Victon is still the head of his tribe. And then we're going to go win back the seat of Omu for Her Highness.
Okay. So, as you guys pick up and travel, to kind of fast forward this a little bit, so we're gonna make, since you guys are level 6 now, we're gonna make travel a little different. You will still have encounters, but they are far beneath your level, and you guys could just kind of wipe the floor with them, if that makes sense. So I imagine you don't want to be fighting CR half for hours on end. But so you guys travel 3 days without anything. On the third day, you do find something you've seen before. You see some of these yellow musk zombies. Knowing what you do, Nari kind of walks up to one to kind of look at it. Vinny, you quickly grab her and pull her back, and just like, and you kind of skirt around it, knowing that their movement is far less than yours. As you're traveling, you do see, you get in the middle of a herd of these giant, brontosauruses, and you kind of successfully navigate through that. After 8 days of travel, you guys are at the base of this giant earth mass floating in the sky. And I have a picture for you.
Ooh, pictures.
Oh, I like pictures. Oh, picture, put the picture. You are at the heart of Uptown.
It actually looks like a heart. That's awesome.
Roll 20.
That's so cool.
There it is. Hey, I remember that.
And as you look up, you just see this giant piece of earth. You see the roots hanging down as if it were plucked directly from the earth.
Is there a crater beneath it? Like where it got pulled from the ground?
There is. So, to read the exact book, a massive chunk of earth and rock torn from the earth drifts over the swampy forest about 100 feet above the ground. A petrified tree towers above the stone with its stone roots protruding from the bottom. Between the shape of the rock and the branching of the tree limbs, it creates the impression of a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. The impression is only made more gruesome by the red liquid dripping from the roots. You see a cave mouth in the side of the slowly, as you look at it, it does slowly rotate heart. and a staircase winding from the cave up to the flattened top where the petrified tree stands. The staircase definitely isn't natural. It was carved with tools into the rocks. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Booyah!
Oh, I can't wait to check this out.